Hi everyone, my name is Astrid Brown, and today I'll be having a conversation with trailblazer, filmmaker, creative mogul in the making, software creator and developer, Allendra Royal Freeman.
Thank you.
Hi!
I love that introduction.
Yeah. So, Allendra, tell us about this platform called Forreels. Like, what is Forreels?
Well, Forreels is the creative infrastructure. It is a streamlined software dedicated to helping creators get booked, hold themselves accountable with their reviews and ratings. There's also lots of project management tools as well, and for them to get paid and
Yeah.
paid on time. It's also a place to connect them with clients as well as managers as well, so that they can thrive in the creative community.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
So,
it
how
is.
did this concept come to be? How did you think of creating a platform like For Reals? Where did the idea come from? What has your experience been? How did we get here?
Well, Forreels is a solution from my firsthand experience as a creative. I have been a creative for the past 10 years,
Wow.
as well as a business owner for a film company. So I have had a very unique experience in the industry. I've worked and had to pretty much do a lot of the roles on my own films. I have the experience for working as a creative, as a super producer, as a client as well, hiring talent.
Yeah.
So that gifts me with a unique experience, and I've also gotten to see some of the challenges from working as a creator. Some of the issues as being a client too. It just comes from the desire to have a better uh, creative community. I care so much about the creative community that I decided to take a break so that I can fix it, so that I can return to a better industry. So, yeah, it's just a desire to make things better.
So that makes me want to ask you, who is Alendra? Where do you come from?
Yeah,
What has your experience been? Where have you
yeah.
lived?
I'm a creative by
Yeah.
heart. I'm also a business owner. I own Forreels Inc. I'm from New Orleans. I've lived in Atlanta, New York, LA. I also have lived 7 years in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. I've worked with some of the greatest musicians on some of the most interesting and creative projects, including Formation, Beyoncé. I've worked with PJ Morton, keyboardist for Maroon 5, and also the homie from New Orleans. My life in Japan, specifically, I feel that that's definitely been the catalyst for reals. Tokyo and Japan they're very focused on craftsmanship. They're very focused
Mm-hmm.
on excellence and doing things right the first time, even if it takes years. And what that gifted me was with patience to take my time and create this software. If it weren't for Japan, I wouldn't have been able to create for reals, honestly.
Wow.
Tokyo has definitely helped me give birth to for reals.
So why do you feel like this is the right time for you to launch For Reals?
The creative economy is going to hit $1.3 trillion by 2034.
Mm.
And we currently have 207 million creatives globally. It's the perfect time for better. We have AI. We're trying to get to Mars. We even have jetpacks, but we're still having struggles in pre-production of our projects. If we were to focus more on excellence in our pre-production, we'll have better projects. We'll have better experiences in the creative industry.
Mm.
So yeah, it's never too late or too early for better.
I agree.
Yeah.
So why you? Why Alindra? Why should I, put my trust in you?
I took the risk. I took the risk in creating it.
Mm-hmm.
Completely independent. I decided, as much as I love creating, I wish I could do it every day. I decided to hold off on it and create a system so that you can create better, so that your child maybe can create better. Because I love the creative industry so much. So it requires a bit of leadership, a lot of leadership actually, lot of discipline to get it done, and a lot of faith to create something that you don't see.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important for a leader to embody those values. I have the integrity, and I want everybody to win.
And you've had the experience as well. I mean, being 10 years in the industry,
Yeah.
you've also played lots of different roles in the industry, and you understand those different roles and what
Yeah.
people go through in those roles.
Yeah. So I've played all the users on Forreels. I started off as a creator, and I ended up being a client, right? Hiring talent, hiring directors, DPs, editors, right? And I've also become a super producer where I have those connections and I have a reputation in the industry and I can create high value products. So I've played every experience personally so I can understand my users,
Yeah.
right? What they need and what their challenges tend to be as well, and create those solutions.
You've mentioned super producer. What is a super producer? Like, that's a very interesting term.
Well, we coined the word super producer, and super producer is our elite creator, right? It's 1% of the users on Forreels.
Okay.
It's by application only. And a super producer is one who has leadership, reliability. They have resources. They've been in the industry for much longer and have a great reputation. A super producer is one that you will hire for a high value production, or even a production where it just means so much to you that you want someone who will take it seriously. So yeah, it's just important for someone to take care of your ideas, and super producers do that.
So for someone like me, for example, I recently just shot my first short film.
Congratulations, I saw it.
Thank
It
you.
was so beautiful.
Yes.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
The shots look so nice. Color grading. Oh,
thank you.
everything's
So
nice.
it's called Where To From Here.
Yeah.
And that was my first film ever. As a budding filmmaker or just a creative in general in the industry, what would you say Forreels can do for me as a creative, as a filmmaker, as a musician, as a singer, vocalist, a writer?
I can ask you on a personal experience level, what were your pain points when creating that film?
So what I found was communicating. It was a lot. So we used 3 or 4 different platforms to communicate, just to speak and finalize and get all the information together for cast members and budgets. And, so communicating it was a lot. We didn't have like one specific platform that we used to communicate.
Yeah, we would take care of that right there. On Forreels, everything is streamlined. We have a messenger, and our messenger also has AI Mira. That's our AI name, Mira.
Mira.
Yeah.
I like that name.
And yeah, it's would be your assistant, right? So say for instance, you and your director had a phone call, had a call through our basic messenger.
Yeah.
It could summarize that conversation so that you remember what was said. As creatives, we throw out ideas all the time and we lose track of them. We lose track of whose idea was what.
Yeah.
So you need that, right, as a creative. Also, there's channels, like similar to like WhatsApp groups. You have channels so where if you have like 5 different productions going, you can have it organized, right? Also, you get to save your files in the basic messenger. Everything is just streamlined, right? Included in more of our features, we have a creator search and location search, right? You can search locations and you can search creators by genre, by budget, by location, by skill, by rating, right? Also, this was your first film. I'm sure budget and payments were something that was new for you, maybe uncomfortable even, right? So with our software, we have escrow and payments where you can set milestones, right? So you as a client can set milestones for your director or for your producer, right? So you want 50-50. 50% will be for first cut, let's say, and the rest would be 50% for the final cut, right? And once you receive your first cut, you get to release that milestone, and he receives his 50%, right?
Okay.
So he feels comfortable because he sees the 50%, right? And you feel comfortable because you haven't given him the 50%. It's just there in escrow, right?
Yeah.
So it just makes it much more comfortable, especially when you're working with someone brand new. You don't know this person, or maybe you're not even from that country or from that city, right? So yeah, that just makes everything so much better and just so much cozy when you're just working on your baby, your project, right?
Yeah.
We also have several other features. We have, like I mentioned, the rating and reviews feature, where you can already know how this person works and what their skills are, what kind of software they use are already listed there on their profile. So it just makes things much more easier. We also have an AI shortlist, where when you create a project, right, you get to create your cast and your crew, right, and even your locations. And what AI would do, based off of your budget and your expectations, will shortcut that for you and find whatever you're looking for, whether it's a creative, whether it's a location. It'll help you shortcut things, which speeds up the process and helps you to produce much faster.
Yeah.
Also, we have the project creation and management panel, where you create a project by scratch. You create your cast, you create your crew. So, and you also have, within that, we have media as well. So you get to save all of your media, all of your files, photography, documents, receipts into the project as well. And you also get to give permissions, right? So say, for instance, you hire someone and you want them to have access to paying people, paying your crew. You get to give them permissions to releasing funds to your crew. So that is another feature that I love so much, as well as favoriting in groups, right? We have our favoriting in groups, where you could, if you work with the creative and you love them, you can favorite them. You don't have to go back in your phone and think about who was that I worked with, right? And you get to group people that you run across on your creative search and location. Things like that is just completely organized, extremely streamlined, so that you don't have to leave the platform for anything.
That's amazing. It makes me think about how people with, let's say, a normal daytime job, you have an office that you go into and you know where to find whoever in the office. Like, you know, the CEO's on the third floor or the finance department's on the second floor.
Yeah.
You know that you're going to get paid on the 25th of every month, or you know what the requirements are for you to get your
It's
salary.
a system.
Yeah.
We don't have a system here in the creative industry.
Yeah.
We have amazing cameras. We have better lighting, but we don't have our pre-production perfected yet.
So what would you say to people who feel like AI is taking over and it's a threat to the creative industry?
Have you listened to an AI album yet?
No,
Me neither.
don't plan on doing that. No.
AI can do many things, but it cannot replicate the human soul, human struggle, and human desire. And the best films and the best music comes from that.
Yeah.
It could help us solve problems. It is great at logic and reasoning. Personally, I feel like we've overused that cortex of the brain, right? We live in a very logical society where creativity and spirituality isn't developing. Therefore, we can take a break and let AI make the documents. AI do all the things that we really don't like anyway.
The admin.
AI, all the admin. AI can read a document in 5 seconds and tell you what's wrong with it. We want to create. We want to spend more time with family. We want to tap into our spiritual element and grow. So we can focus on that. AI can do everything else. So I would say that just let AI do its job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do yours.
What would you say to people who feel like everything that you've explained about Forreels is too good to be true?
I would say that's the same thing that my great-great-grandma would have said about Uber Eats. Like, it's just too good to be true, but it's realistic. Like I mentioned before, like, our technology is advancing. We're trying to get to Mars. We have jetpacks. If you want a Filipino banana or Mexican banana on Uber Eats, you can find it. Like, you can have whatever you want. So why can't we thrive in the creative industry with technology?
What do you picture the creative industry looking like in the next 5 to 10 years because of the impact that Forreels will have on it?
Thriving. booked. Creatives are booked.
Yeah.
Creatives are safe. Creatives are earning what they deserve. And creatives have time to continuously develop their skills. There shouldn't be a thing called starving artists anymore, you know? So, and that's where our managers are very important. They help our creatives stay focused, stay busy, and stay well paid.
Yeah.
So yeah, Forreels is here to bring in safety and comfort, integrity, and accountability is what we need in the creative industry.
Yeah.
It feels good knowing that you're surrounded by people who are safe, creative too. Like it just makes sense to change our environment if we can, and we can with Forreels.
I like that. So how exactly am I protected by Forreels as a creative on the platform?
Various ways. We have a software that we use called With Persona, and it's used by LinkedIn. It's used by the United States government. It is a software that we use to verify our users on Forreels so that your identity is protected and not copied. Say, for instance, if I want to go on Instagram right now and create Astrid_Brown_official, I could do that. With Forreels, you can't do that. Right? So your identity is completely protected, which means your intellectual property is protected as well. We also protect our users, like I mentioned, with escrow and payments. You know, you're going to get paid on time, every time, depending on what you agree with your client, right? We also come in as a mediator if there's any issues, right? We want you to continue the conversation through Forreels Messenger. Say, for instance, you want someone ask you to add another bar on a record. Ask me through Forreels, right? And you get paid through Forreels, and they can add that request through Forreels, right? Rather than you just doing it on the whim and then not getting paid. Everything is inside the software, and you feel safe and comfortable with making negotiations through Forreels. We're protecting your intellectual property. We're protecting your identity as well, and we're also protecting your growth. We don't allow any users with 3.0 ratings or lower on Forreels.
Wow.
So we're trying to build super producers. We're trying to build elite creatives.
Do you feel like Forreels has any competitors? What's the difference? What makes you better than your competitors, if you feel that way?
Well, there's not any platforms out there that do everything that we do, right? There's platforms that do pieces of what we do. You can post your content, your projects through Instagram, get all kind of great marketing and advertising with using Instagram. There's even DM, but Instagram's not protecting you.
Yeah.
You can't get paid through Instagram. There's pieces of everything out there, but nothing streamlined, and they're not incorporating like technology, AI, things like that as well.
Yeah. How does Forreels make its money? How do you earn your money? How do I earn my money as a creative on the platform? How does it work?
Okay, well, Forreels is completely free to join, and you earn just how you would earn every day. The client pays you. With every successful booking that you are booked through Forreels, we charge you 4% of every booking.
4%.
4%, and that's if you are one of our Kickstarter backers, you get 4% for life, meaning as we grow, you are only charged 4%. We charge our clients 4%, and we charge our creators 4%. Now, our super producers, which is our elite user, we charge them a subscription. But with their subscription, they get so many sweet perks. They have Forreels Originals. They also get to have analytics. They have the projects panel. So many different features, and they also get first dibs on major productions. Like we're talking Sony, we're talking major productions, Paramount, things like that as well are our super producers. Yeah,
That's a monthly subscription.
that's a monthly
for super
subscription for our
producers.
elite creators who are just our 1%, and that is by application only, and they are continuously trained to thrive in the industry. Yeah.
What is Forreels Originals? I heard you mention that.
Have you heard of Netflix Originals?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's basically a production. If you book 80% of your crew and cast location on Forreels, you have the opportunity to become a Forreels Original, your production to become a Forreels original, meaning you get marketing, advertising, you are posted on our YouTube. You get more love with Forreels if you book 80% of your crew and cast through Forreels. We also have a referral feature where if you have industry connections, but you're no longer interested in working in the industry, you could send your referral link to anyone that you feel is a great creative and have them sign up, and you earn 2% of what we earn. Therefore, we're splitting. So we earn 4%, and you earn 2% of that creator's, of our transaction from that creator's bookings for an entire year. And that adds up so fast. So you can really earn by helping us grow.
Every transaction?
Every transaction for an entire year.
Okay, so anyone can refer a creative using this link?
Their link. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So what's your rollout plan for Forreels? What is your plan going forward?
Yeah,
for
so
Forreels?
right now we are launching our Kickstarter. And
Exciting.
yes, very exciting. So we are onboarding creatives. We have open applications for super producers. And we're just spreading the word as well.
Yeah.
Along with that, we are asking our backers to fund $60,000 so that we can get to our MVP, which we're launching in 2026. That 60,000 is going to go to testing our Forreels. It's also going to go to paying our developers and our designers who work every day on this. And it's going to help me as well. Yeah, because baby girl got to eat. And yeah, it's also going to help us market and advertise this to get the word out and continue to build a better platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, 60,000 is what we're asking our Kickstarter backers to help us with.
So that's what you need to put this plan into
To
action.
finish this plan. It's
finish
already in
the
action.
plan. Yeah.
The platform's actually already completed. Yes. But we still need to continue to work on it.
Yeah.
We need to test it. We need to let the world know about it. So the hard part is already over.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it. You better invest right now while you still can, okay? Check out your Kickstarter, check out Forreels on the Kickstarter, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I pray that you make even more than that 60,000 and that
I'm sure we will.
Forreels makes the impact that you envision for it to.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye.